Hey, welcome, all my right thinkers. Thanks for tuning in and check out your boy, P Farm, thinking right out here in my lab. And I'm in the book. Woo-hoo-hoo. Being a spiritual philosopher, I talk about God. I'm going to do that right now. I'm going to teach you how to make the connection to source through meditation. Let's go. This is going to be a good one. Rightisms, 25 rules to live by. Storytelling, story with a message. There's always a message in my stories for life. I give life lessons. You tuning in and receiving them. I appreciate you. We got a good thing going. Let's do what we do. Right thinking mission is to enlighten, inspire, educate, and motivate you, the individual, to a higher spiritual level of enlightenment. Right thinker's way of life through mental and spiritual discipline. Practice daily will help and guide you to obtain your goal of reaching spiritual enlightenment, aka know thyself. My mission is that all right thinkers know thyself. If you're a right thinker, your goal is to know thyself. See where we're going with this? So let's get there together. And I ask the question: do you know you? You will when I'm through. That's what I do. It's rhetorical, but if you don't have the answer for yourself, tune in. I got you. A person who knows not and knows not that they know not is foolish. Disregard them, don't be them. A person who knows not and knows that they know not is simple, but you can teach them. That's why I do what I do for you. I appreciate you too. Stay tuned. I got more for you. A person who knows not and believe and think that they know is dangerous. Avoid them. I do. A person who knows and knows not that they know is spiritually asleep. I can awaken them. I'm your spiritual alarm clock here to wake you up with knowledge of self. That's what I do for you. A person who knows and knows that they know is wise. Follow them. All these persons reside in you. Right thinkers, know thyself and to my yacht be true. This book here, right thinkers, let's talk about P Funk's philosophy on connecting to source. How? Through meditation. That's the way to God for yourself and to know thyself. Let's talk about it. This little book, now this is their philosophy. Then I'm gonna take you to, oh yeah, meditation. They got Bible, they got meditation in the Bible. I'll get to that lesson in the next minute. But right now, let's talk the connection to source, connecting to source. Making that connection for yourself is all mental. Let's talk about it. I keep telling you that. And this is his concept. I'm gonna interject, but I'm a compliance with what he's saying. So let's go. One profound meditation practice, when it's done daily, is the connecting with your true self. Already, if you understand the meditation program, then that's your way of what? Communicating with God. I love that. That's my new high, okay? My new drug. I've been on it for the last 15 years. I love it. All right, but meditating, okay, it gets you to your true self, and it involves what? Mythologically shedding what? All your layers of your identity you associate with. You have identity that you think I, me, whatever, the ego. Okay, we understand that, but let's understand when you meditate, it gives you proper understanding of who you're really dealing with. Beginning what? Start out with closing these eyes right here. In order for your third eye to open, the spiritual eye, these eyes have to close. Now, what you see? Nothing. It's the eye that's internal eye that does the seeing now. That's who you need to be guided by. That's what they be trying to tell you the whole time. And that little eye, internal eye, the pineal gland. Let's go. Oh, I got a concept. I'm dying to get this out to y'all, but let me get to it in 1 minute. But by closing your eyes, now you are mentally, not physical, it's all up here now. You're mentally listing what? Everything that you identify with yourself. And which is what? My name, Elmer J. Fudd. What you do? I own a mansion in the yacht. What? This is my body. And you are dominated by what? Belief that somebody gave you. When you are given the truth, that's fine. But if you're giving lies and you believe the lies, that's not going to work in your favor. That's my point about getting connection to God. That's the honest right there. There ain't got to be no middleman. No, you don't need that guy. You and him. But when you got beliefs, you got misguided thoughts, and you put on programs that don't benefit you. And all your emotional and mental attachments, that's all bundled up inside you. That's confusion. That's mass confusion for anybody. And this initial step is about what you having to be able to acknowledge the various elements that you consider to be what part of you and your identity too. Break it down. The Egyptians gave you an aspect of every part of your character, every aspect of your personality. That's what I mastered, and that's fine. I'm listening from somebody else's perspective. They're doing it a little different, but they're still trying to get you there on their terms, their way. Watch this. After you do that, you figure out, I got all this stuff I got to straighten out. Now you're compartmentalizing. You put it in perspective, prioritizing, so to speak. And next step, you strip away what? Each unnecessary layer that is associated with you one by one. I don't need that. I don't need that. And you start doing it with relationships and friendships, you look around, you by yourself, right where you need to be. Start with that. Work your way up. And watch this. One by one, you take care of it. And now you begin with, first of all, your name. Most people who change their heart, change what they're doing, the first thing that changes is the name. Islam. You got to get an attribute. You got to find a name that fits you. Mine is P-Funk. Islam, I was Fareed. That means unique. I was with that. Why? Y'all say that about me. I'll go with that. Again, I ain't a title chaser. I don't never say I'm this, I'm that. Somebody said, if like I said, the shoe fit, I wear it. Ain't nobody called me Fareed in 50 years. So that name means nothing. Okay, don't get caught up in that. But now they move to what? Your body. Get in shape. Physical fitness. The body needs to be in good working condition. And it's followed by what? Your anxieties, aka your worries. Stop worrying about things that you don't control. That's the first thing. If it ain't mine, I don't give a damn. If I got to do with it, it means nothing to me. So I don't need to hear about a whole bunch of nonsense. Okay, news, don't care about that. Okay, information that don't serve me, care less. Okay, but you got to take control of that. And then finally, what? Correct your beliefs. There you go. Ding, 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 ding. I ain't saying don't be religious. I ain't saying don't follow a religion. Just understand the belief system that you're following. That's all I'm saying. I'm getting phrases from the Bible. I didn't know it was in the Bible. I don't follow the Bible. I don't read the Bible. But the phrase I'm writing, the verses, makes a lot of sense. I understand it. I ain't saying I understand the Bible. It's too complicated. No, I'm just saying that ain't a tool that I use. That's all I'm saying. But when you get your beliefs in order, put your house in order. Now, as you do this, you are gradually, I said, everything is you. You hear that? You are gradually what? Peeling away the unnecessary layers of your what? Ego self. Ding, 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 ding. You got to realize that the ego is you. You got to rise above him. Don't let him be in control of you. And watch this. This process, right? Think of philosophy, I call it, leaves you with a inner voice, okay, in your head. That's your intuition. That's Aset. She talks to you if you listen, okay? And when you fully understand by what? Your external labels, and you attach your inner workings with your outer workings. That's just say you change from the inside out, not the outside in. How you think and feel with exercise, how you do and how you living. So those are things you got to take care of what for yourself. Now, where we at? To deepen this, to deepen this practice, daily meditation is to teach you to detach you from the language that this inner voice uses. If you understand that inner voice, you hear that inner voice, now you can be guided by that inner voice. And when you strip away the unnecessary language and the negative thoughts, it further removes what? Constrictions and stuff of your mind that keep you occupied and not focused. So when you strip away all the unnecessary stuff, now you're starting to focus. And what remains, here you go. That's what we want to get, is beyond words. Experience is the best teacher. In essence, that can be what? Best described as what? You ready? Force. An infinite energy, that inner feeling, or what we call pure or casual consciousness. We know that's knowing thyself. Okay, they got a bunch of words, but they're saying the same thing. So I'm just going to interject every chance I get. What's this? So this is the true I. We call him God. Okay, formless, hidden, Amun, infinite, Amun, and powerful. Again, Amun. This inner force is Luke. Use the force. Yoda, the force is all around you. The force, you got to feel. It's all mental. Okay. And watch this. The source, the force of energy, it is pure consciousness. This is the true I, is formless, infinite, and powerful. But this inner force is the source. Again, contact with source. That inner force is the source in your life. Not your brother, your sister, your mother. No, yours. They got their own force. You got yours. That's what the I is. Your own individual. And an eternal flame that burns within you. That's the way saying that the light that's in you can't be extinguished. The spirit, the soul, life, you can't stop it. Okay? It can transfer. Okay? And that's the ticket they try to show you. If you live it and use it the way it's intended, it goes back to its maker. That's the true source. And this is their philosophy. I got mine. I'm just working with theirs. And they show you here where they're going to break down the I. I did the I for you before. But they got the I letter, but then they got to break down. So let's talk about that right quick. This is fun. I'm liking this. The I. Okay, wait a minute, buddy. Everything. Whoa. I got one more here. In regular, meaning daily practice, which is my yacht teaches, everything you do has got to be done daily. Make it part of your life. Integrate it into your life. That way you master it over a period of time without even going outside your way or doing nothing different. I know that too. I didn't go to the damn monk monastery to get my knowledge to become spiritually enlightened. I did my work around my life. Worked it in. 5 study time, 5 meditation time. You find time for everything else. If you're trying to know yourself, find time for that. That's what my job is to get you to do. I ain't trying to take up much of your time. Let me get this lesson out the way. Sorry. But daily practice of meditating. This allows you, your mind, to now be able to truly connect, not outside forces, not the pastor, not something, no, your own self. You do this by meditating. And when you truly understand that connection, you have reached the source with who you are in your own core state of being. That's God that's in you. When you find that, you ding, 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 you have won the lottery, so to speak, the jackpot. Now you can do, be, and have your life any way you want it. You are in control. And this self-awareness is power. That's the power. That's the knowledge that becomes powerful because you're using it. Having it don't mean a damn thing. Using it makes all the difference in the world. Having muscles and don't exercise them, what's the sense of having them? Having knowledge of self and don't exercise it, what's the sense of having it? I exercise it every day. So should you. Let's go. And this self-awareness is the true connection that will reflect positively in what? All areas of your life. I ain't saying go to church and all of a sudden your life is going to change. But if you go to church and fellowship and listen to the lessons and practice them, your life will change. That's what I'm saying. And I don't give it that church, synagogue, and make it mosque. Don't make a difference to me. But you will change because you want to. And when you're bringing about that change, it's a profound transformation. I'm loving this. What? I'm like teaching, just like me teaching my stuff. I'm with him 100%. That transformation is when you become one with your higher self. Know thyself. And that's the ultimate. That's the ultimate high. That's the ultimate goal for what? Having a human experience. You think making a bunch of money, being recognized. No, that ain't a damn thing. But when you know God for yourself, you got everything you need. Because y'all want other stuff. That makes you the devil because you want material stuff. You don't want the spirit. We got more material than we are spiritual. We're spiritual beings having a human experience. We done got too humanized. Y'all even humanizing God. Excuse me. Sorry. Slow down. Where we at? And watch this. When you got God and you doing the right thing, your life will change. And this is bringing about that profound transformation that religion's supposed to do for you. And it do if it's done right and correct. Yeah, it will do that. I'm doing the same thing with my right thing philosophy is to get you to be a better you. And enabling you to have what? Your true self manifested in everything you do. That's being Christ conscious. I call it being God conscious. I got God with me all the time. I don't leave home without it. When I was in the street, it was my gun. Now I got God, the spirit that's in me, the understanding and the mentality to do what I need to do without that. So change the lifestyle, change the way I'm living, and I'm doing it firsthand. So let me tell you about this I thing. The I, okay, the I spell E-Y-E. That's these eyes. The eye inside, close that eye. That's the eye we talk about. That eye, that's the internal eye. And they tell you that all the time. The I equals what? Number 1 in Roman numerals. They tried to tell you, okay? They try to give to you. And the 1 is the only true number. When we go from each number, we go by ones. The highest single number is 9. All this is symbolic, esoteric teaching that we've been trying to teach to the occultists, the people who want the truth, not a bunch of fluff and nonsense to keep them going. So you can just say, well, they said, and don't have to do nothing, think on their own. Just go with somebody saying, I ain't that dude. Okay. But that's the masses. They think y'all stupid. That pisses me off. I got respect for the masses. I'm trying to enlighten you. So I'm not going to disrespect you, call you stupid and dumb. But they think that of you. That's an insult. So don't trust them guys because they got a little education. And the first mistake we make when we get a little education, we think we're better than somebody who don't have it. I became a teacher for that purpose. I don't think I know better. I'm just going to help everybody better themselves. That's true teaching. So I know my calling and I know my lane. That's what I do for you. Again, 1 is the only true number. 1, the I equals what? 1 line, 1 consciousness. Everything is from the 1. Been saying that for 50 years. George knew that. I'm thinking George has another whole bunch of knowledge. So let me read this right for you, right quick. When we use the word I, we are in essence really referring to what? The highest aspect of ourselves. Jesus, more than that. The divine. God. Okay. Allah, Jehovah, whoever you want to call it. But we know that that's the I. That's all seeing, the all knowing. The divine presence, or we call it consciousness. That's what God is, all conscious. Watch this. But that resides where? At the core of our being. What do you say? The I is represented because it resides at the core of our being. So you're saying God is I and God is in me. Yeah, hello, I am. The I is God, am is you. Thyself is God, self is you. However you want to slice it, whatever you want to call it, however you use it, but you need to know that. That's being ignorant. Not knowing you and God are one, you are ignorant spiritually of yourself. And I keep making that point until you get the concept. I'm not calling you stupid or dumb. I'm just saying you don't know God for yourself and you really need to. I'm here to help you do that, not to rag on you because you don't. The I is not just your personal identity. No, that's the ego. The personal is the ego. The I is the higher self. Calm down, get excited. It represents the Most High. This is beautiful. Within what? Us. The Most High is in us. Yep. God is in us. Yep. God is up in high. No, he's in the head. Okay, I've been telling you that for the longest. But again, it's the ultimate and the unchanging essence of who we truly are. It is pure awareness. Boy, it gets better. And again, I keep telling you, I come here in the blind. I'm just reading. I'm just teaching. I'm just working with what I got. I don't proofread this. I don't pre-read it. Well, I don't have to. I can just do this. That's why. And it's freaking me out because, man, this is good stuff. What's this? You have the divine spark. Okay, there we go. We can stop right here. I got to tell you my philosophy. You might not agree, don't care. But listen, we started out as beings of light. Total light. Nothing but light. The whole kit and caboodle. Head to toe. We are pure beings of light. Okay. Our essence is that whole being. When we came and transformed to human form to have its experience, our light got extinguished. A little dimmer. You get me? Like a dimmer switch. The human being is we getting lighter. The light in us, we turning it down. Right? So the human part is starting to take over. But now we are more human than we are spiritual. Watch this. The last bit of light. Know what that last bit of light is? The spark. The pineal gland. The pineal gland is the microscopic little thing in our brain. Where did all the light go? That's just my philosophy. I hope you can understand that. I'm freaking out. I said, we started out as light beings. Everybody said it, but we became human. Now we're more human beings than spiritual beings. I know that because as my studying and learning, as a church teacher, we are spirit. We think we're human. We falling for the okie doke. Just my concept. Just think, we was a whole light beings. Now we got a speck, and we fighting to keep that alive. Philosophically, hope you understand. I'm just freaking out. I got a chance to exercise that thought. I'm a thinker, and I'm a contemplator. I listen, I learn, and then I contemplate and come up with what I think. That's all. That's all we got. Concepts and theories. So I can do that with the best of them. Moving on, but I had to get that out the way. Hope you understood it. But that spark now is just pineal gland. We went from a whole light being to just, and we got to keep emphasizing to remember why. Because we don't want that spark to extinguish. That man will no longer exist without that spark of life that's inside us. Robots have it. Megatron, remember Transformers? They always went to Q, the Megatron, all that. They all know about the spark. That spark is life. We used to be beings of light. All right, I got to do a lesson about that. I like that. I'm going to break that down a little further in my own time. I got you, but I want to get that out of the way. All right, here we go. Back to the lesson. But this is what the spark that connects. That spark connects us to what? The greater whole of existence. We just a little spark of the whole. So when we die, that sparks go back. God, be more careful. That's a perfect concept, and I understand. All you got to do is philosophically break it down, metaphorically give a concept that they can use and aspire to what? Do just that. What? Go back home. Y'all call it heaven. The spark call it home. Okay, why? It's just out here on its own until it what? Can get back. It wants to get back home, but it needs the human to take it back. Conscious. It don't have a conscious. It just got the spark. I love that philosophy. But there is nothing higher, nothing better, nothing greater that's inside you. That spark. It's inside. It's on the world, but they just say greater in me than greater. And that's these things. They're on point. We just misunderstanding it. We really ain't. And whoever supposed to be teaching it, y'all really ain't doing a good job because they not getting it. I'm not even your students. I'm saying, well, who the hell is teaching? Why they not teaching this? I can teach this, then I'd be a preacher. I ain't doing that. So yeah, but they saying all the right things. Watch this. There is nothing higher or more profound than this. What I am. Y'all Christians love the great I am. Y'all fixed on that I am. Okay. It was long before y'all got to it. Okay. But it only signifies what? The ultimate truth and have been since we started. And that's the source of all connection that we are. That we're connected to, the source. We just get in mind that we don't know that. So the idea is to know that. Know thyself. What? That is the source. Self is you. Y'all got to become one. You are that. You just don't know. So they said, remember thyself. I get the concept, but how you going to remember? They don't teach you. You have to wait, pop up. Oh, I know thyself. No, there's some work you got to put in. The arduous work. Let me wrap it up. In John, 8:58, it says, Jesus. Here you go again. Now, this is the biblical verse. Watch this. It says, before Adam was, before Abraham, Adam too, but Abraham was, I am. That's telling you about God. What he had full understanding. What's this? He didn't make it up. He learned it. What's this? And the statement, rich with profound spiritual meaning. Again, he was a spiritual philosopher. Why? Because this phrase implies that before the existence of Abraham, before any physical form, Adam included, or identity of the ego self, there was what? I am. And the pure, eternal, I feel like a preacher right now, golly, eternal consciousness. Get the pulpit out. But this I am, God, is not bound by our time, our space, or our physical form. He is the essence of existence itself. Come on now. This is what the Bible's saying. The divine presence that is unchanging and ever present. Come on, man. Y'all might make me read the Bible. If y'all got stuff right there, I'll look at the book. That's good stuff. I understand it. Why the hell y'all don't? Sorry, but that's good stuff there. That's good. That's good. That's rich. And wrap it up. Again, I feel like a preacher. I gotta get out this zone. I'm going back to the Bible in the meditation of the Bible, so I'm gonna be right back again. But watch this. Similarly, in John 10:30, Jesus also says, what? I and the Father are one. Bing, bing. You can make it work, and you can work that concept any way you want, but you can't say if you don't understand that God is in him. He's gone. He's still inside me. I keep him alive. He will never die in my consciousness. Why? He's part of me. Being physical, mental, and spiritual. The three that you got to understand. What's this? The Father and I are one. This declaration from y'all boy references what? That the idea that the I am within each of us is one with God. I've been telling you that the last 10 years. Okay, and it ain't gonna change because that's the truth. No matter who got it, no matter how you spin it, it's the truth. And again, I'm listening and I'm following just for he right on point. Okay, but the ultimate source of all that is, that's God, Supreme Being. No, whoever you want to give a name, but it's still God. And what's this? This means that the divine consciousness that we all have within us is not separate from God. Boy, I'm freaking out. Stop, slow down. Boy, I'm sweating. It's cold. I'm sweating. Okay, but that heat is inside. I'm rolling right now. Let me wrap it up for you. Okay, but it is direct expression of the divine. You don't need a middleman. I don't need Jesus. I don't need Christ. Why? I am that. When you do it the way they try to explain it to you, you representing your Father. We call it Haru, the spirit that's in me and you. It wants to go back home to be with his Father. Luther Vandross said he went down to his Father. Whatever. He just told the Father and I are one. Father means God. When my mom said pray at church, when she prayed on the roof, she said Father. She called him Father. When my grandmother and great-grandmother, they always addressed God as Father when they prayed. They know. Excuse me. All right, let me wrap this up. I'm getting too hyped. But this oneness, it signifies that our true self is imperishable from the divine source. And what? Our divine true self is not inseparable. We are one. We are one. Frankie Berry told you that. But from the divine source. We are one with the divine source. And that one is who? What did Moses say? Who's that telling Pharaoh sending me? I am. I am within us is a fact. And the same essence is God. You can take that to the bank. You can slice it, dice it any way you want. It's still going to come out to what? God is the one, and everything's on the one. We are connected to the one, inseparable. We just have to become conscious. My job is to do just that. Get you thinking right. That's the right brain hemisphere. Use it. It gets you to God. I'm doing my job physically and verbally. The rest is on you. I got to go. Right thinkers. In closing, may you all live to be 100 miles a day. So I know my right thinkers who now understand the connection to self through meditation. They passed away. And when you got that connection, you don't die. You go home.